Never do these 3 things in a performance review because they quietly kill trust, waste time, and stall business growth. Welcome to Why Your Business Isn't Growing and How to Fix It, a podcast for business owners who want practical, people-powered ways to grow your business without burning out. Hey, I'm Brendan Rogers. Today I'm going to share the 3 big don'ts for performance reviews, plus what to do instead, so you can grow your business without the HR headache. Now let's face it, most performance reviews are broken. Too much form filling, inconsistent ratings, and end-of-year scrambles that nobody enjoys. No wonder up to 90% of people hate them. What's even worse, these habits slow business growth by turning a human conversation into a bureaucratic ritual. If you're serious about growing your business, you can't let your performance review process push your best people away. Now, I'm going to share 3 key reasons why, as a business owner, you should care about improving your performance process to help grow your business. The first one, engagement drives results. Regular feedback and one-on-ones correlate with higher engagement and productivity. Companies that replaced annual appraisals with ongoing touchpoints reported big gains. Secondly, trust compounds. Conversational, values-anchored reviews build alignment and speed. And third, you'll retain talent. People stay where coaching and leadership development are consistent and fair, not where ratings feel arbitrary. Now I get it. As a business owner, there seems to be no end to the advice people are willing to give you on what to do and what not to do to get the best from your people. In my experience, the reality is the majority of the advice givers have never built a business themselves or have even led any sort of team. I've run my own business for over a decade with a small remote team, and I've also led teams across sport and business, locally, nationally, and internationally for almost 4 decades. Yep, that's right. While some of you might be remembering your first kiss, I remember my first leadership experience when I was just 10 years old. With more than 20 years in the corporate space, I've also done countless performance reviews and I've made many mistakes during the process. I reckon all this gives me a bit of credibility to share some advice on the what to do list. So here are my 3 points of what to do. The first one, don't skip the conversation. The worst move is no review at all. Doing something is better than doing nothing. Even if you think you won't or don't do them well, it's still better to have one-on-one conversations with your team members focused on their performance and future needs for learning and growth. A simple, honest 30-minute one-on-one beats silence. Employees who have double the amount of one-on-ones with their manager compared to their peers are 67% less likely to be disengaged. Now that's massive for business growth. So instead of skipping the conversation, do this instead. Lock a light monthly check-in and a deeper quarterly review into your calendar. It keeps momentum, accountability, and trust flowing, which is fuel for growing your business. Make these conversations routine and let the compounding do the work. The second point on my what to do list, don't use rating systems, ever. Please rate out of 10 sounds like a great idea, but it's subjective, political, and guaranteed to create disgruntled employees, especially when salary is linked to the number. Leaders end up defending 8s versus 9s instead of coaching performance. Now, I've seen situations where good employees can become disgruntled because they got an 8 or a 9 instead of a 10. Why would you put yourself through that? What value does it serve? Well-meaning HR advisors will say, how can we do salary reviews if we don't have a rating system for performance? Well, how about doing this instead? Replace ratings with evidence and outcomes. Set clear, measurable goals and review progress. Use peer feedback and 360-degree reviews for a more complete picture. Keep ongoing documentation via regular check-ins. If you need compensation signals, tie them to goal achievement or profit sharing, not a single score. This shift lowers defensiveness and lifts coaching quality, exactly what growing your business needs. They also require a bit more work to implement, but will give you far more useful information and insight about a team member's performance. A rating system doesn't, so don't use them, ever. My third point about what to do for performance reviews is don't bury people in forms. Using lengthy or complex forms is a common pitfall with performance reviews. These forms detract from the main purpose of the review, a genuine two-way conversation. Again, overzealous HR advisors are most often the culprit for this pitfall. Overly detailed forms are unnecessary and can be overwhelming for business owners and employees. They also often lead to superficial reviews rather than in-depth discussions about performance, growth, and future goals. Business owners love simple and effective. Streamline the process with a concise, focused form that facilitates conversation rather than hinders it. This approach not only saves time, but also makes the review more engaging and productive for the business owner and employee. Remember, the goal is to connect and understand through genuine conversation, not to get lost in paperwork. Say no to lengthy or complex forms and do this instead. Use a concise, one-page guide that prompts the right discussion and nothing more. You can grab my one-page review form at the link in the show notes. Now here's an example. A client asked me, should we add self-ratings? My answer, don't go there. Ratings breed arguments and sour the relationship, especially if you haven't had regular conversations through the year. Swap the scores for a consistent cadence of weekly and monthly one-on-ones and quarterly reviews. It keeps expectations clear and course corrections small, prime conditions for business growth and leadership development. And if you want to deepen the conversation, I often teach a start, stop, keep micro exercise. The start is what's one thing I should start doing to support you better. The stop, one thing I should stop doing. And the keep, one thing I should keep doing because it works. Run this in your development one-on-ones a couple of times a quarter. It's a simple, repeatable way to grow your business by growing your leaders. And if you're interested to learn more, I teach this exact process in my Master One-on-One Meetings training, which is part of my High Impact Leader membership program. You can learn more about it at the end of this episode. So here's a quick recap of the 3 big don'ts for performance reviews, so you can grow your business without the HR headaches. Firstly, don't skip the conversation. Schedule light monthly and deeply quarterly reviews. Second, don't use rating systems, ever. Review outcomes, evidence, and multi-source feedback instead. And third, don't bury people in forms. Use a one-pager that drives real conversation. When you keep reviews human, rhythmic, and focused on outcomes, you accelerate leadership development, unlock engagement, and create ongoing business growth. It's literally how you grow your business with fewer dramas. Remember, small improvements every day. That's how serious growth happens. I'm Brendan Rogers, and this is why your business isn't growing and how to fix it. Thanks for joining me. If today's episode helped you, remember to download the one-page review form. The link's in the show notes. And make sure you schedule next month's 30-minute one-on-one with every direct report. Get them in your calendar now, then add the start, stop, keep micro exercise to 1 or 2 of those meetings to reinforce your leadership development habit. Your future self and your team will thank you for it. And if you haven't already, please follow the podcast and share it with another leader who's hungry to grow their business without burning out. Until next time, grow yourself, grow your business. SME business owners and senior leaders, tired of 60-hour weeks while cash flow crawls? Break free with my free 60-minute training, the 5-habit method to boost cash flow without 60-hour weeks. Learn leadership habits that lift revenue, energize your team, and let you clock off by 5. You'll also see how the High Impact Leader membership delivers ongoing coaching, accountability, and plug-and-play systems to elevate your career and company. Grab your seat at leaderbydesign.au/impact.